Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Slap Jackson Show. We got music, we got comedy, we got the fishing report for you. Well, I go out fishing and then I tell you about it. It's pretty much what goes on. Anyhow, sometimes we get mail from our subscribers as well. And if you're not a subscriber, please do. It's easy. You get on YouTube and you simply subscribe to my channel. This way you know every time we got a video come out, you'll be apprised to it. All right, so sometimes, as I said, we get some mail, and here's one from Dorothy. She says, Slap, what is the best way to enjoy the Slap Jackson Show? I said, it's a great question, Dorothy. Well, what it boils down to is that you can see it on your iPhone, you can see it on your iPad, watch it on your laptop or your desktop, but the best way is the big screen. That's right, the big screen in full HD. So you go to your largest screen in your house, and we got Fios, so I turn it on, and I got that menu at the bottom. I go over to apps. I press on that. I go over to YouTube, and then I search for Slap Jackson, and behold, oh man, I see him on the big screen as Slap Jackson. So that's the best way to enjoy it. You know, take a look at this. This is the Howard family. Every Friday night, they get together, and they turn on Slap Jackson on the big screen. All right, it's great. It's great. All right, now our sponsor this week is the law offices of Jackson & Jackson. You know, they're expanding their business to include personal injury cases. You know, if you're not familiar with who they are, well, just take a look at this. We're by for you. Are you having trouble with your boss, landlord, spouse, or even a relative? Are you fed up with the harassing phone calls and all-day court appearances? Are you tired of being afraid and getting ripped off? Well, don't. What do? Yeah, don't waste your time and money on litigation. Just call the law offices of Jackson & Jackson, because we fight for your rights. Yeah. Is the neighbor's dog shitting on your lawn? Are you fed up with his loud parties and early morning lawnmower? Are you tired of being intimidated, laughed at, and ridiculed? Well, don't. What do? Yeah, don't file a complaint. Just call the law offices of Jackson & Jackson, because we fight for your rights. Yeah. Have you been ripped off by a contractor, auto repair, or competing law firm? Does someone owe you money, property, or both? Are you fed up with not getting your fair share? Well, don't. What do? Yeah. Don't bring suit. Just call the law offices of Jackson & Jackson, because we fight for your rights. Yeah. At Jackson & Jackson, we fight for you. All right. Now, as I said to you, they're expanding their business to include personal injury cases. So if you know somebody that needs some personal injury, you just give them a call right here at 1-800-JACKSON. You know, the fellas specialize in, but are not limited to, kneecaps, black eyes, broken bones, dental loss, ball busting, and wedgies. So if you need help with the law or any type of personal injury, just give them a call right here at 1-800-JACKSON.
All right. I keep trying for Fluke. Keep trying, but to no avail. Hey, it's not a sea robin. Well, would you look at that? All right, maybe not the biggest bluefish I ever caught, but a bluefish nonetheless. All right, let's get him off the hook and back in the water.
All right, I'm down here at Jones Inlet, and it's a very humid, overcast day. And you can see that there's fog on the water there. I mean, that's a cloud on the water. It doesn't last very long. It might be there for 5-6 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's gone. You can see the bank on the left, and as I pan on the right, the cloud gets thicker. The fog is just hanging right on the water there.
All right, we got the first blue here. This thing hit me like a truck. Oh my God, I didn't know what I had at first. All righty, let's get him back in the water before any further ado.
All right, so I'm still at Jones Inlet here, and these ducks are actually swimming against the current. They're swimming against the wind, and if you watch them, they're just taking a bath. They're pruning, they're getting themselves all wet, they're drying themselves off. I guess they get rid of parasites, any dirt or whatever. And I never really watched them do this before. I think it's maybe the first time that I actually caught them doing so. Hey, here you go. He's pruning himself up here, or she is, for all that matter. And hey, they're having a wonderful time in the inlet. All right, so I went down to Green Island. I was going down there to catch some fluke, and I see that these guys are painting over the graffiti that's there. If you remember my last video, I showed you where they were starting fires in the metal garbage cans that are there. The bottom of the metal can gets hot and it starts to burn a hole in the bottom of the pier. Well, here's another part of the pier that has 2 holes in it, and the orange can on the right is actually screwed into the pier so you can't move it and fall into the hole. I don't know. I don't think it's the fishermen that are starting fires and putting up graffiti.
All right, when I got a bite from this thing, I was so enthusiastic it was a fluke. But what a schmuck I am. It's always a sea robin.
Hey there, friends. Slap Jackson here for Saltwater Tackle. You know, they are the only authorized service and warranty center in all of New York State for van stall. So if you have a van stall reel that needs service or maybe some repair, now would be a great time to bring it by the store. And they repair all the major brands there. Bring your rods too. They may need some repair as well. All right, friends, you know, I've been looking around for fluke out there, but they've been a little elusive for me this year. Anyhow, the blues are keeping me hanging in there, but they're not always there when I go fishing. It's hit or miss. You know, my own van stall needed some service. So what did I do? I called up Saltwater's because they are the only authorized van stall repair in the whole state of New York. And the reason I called them is because I wanted to be able to bring it by and hang out there while it was repaired. So it's always smart to call ahead if you want to do that. Alrighty, now, they had me up and running back on the beach in no time, and it's running like new. And let me tell you something, I use that reel 99% of the time for all my fishing. Anyhow, folks, you need some help, you go over to Saltwater Tackle. Now, for your listening and dancing pleasure, let me introduce to you the Jackson Funk.
Jackson Funk. All them cats are getting, they're doing the Jackson Funk. Playing that funky, funky music. Can't get enough of that funky stuff. It's so easy to do. Just shake your buns and nice and funky. It's so good for you too. Please shake your buns and nice and funky. Playing that funky, funky music. Can't get enough of that funky stuff.